Did you know a wagging tail doesn't always mean your dog is happy? Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of tail language. These remarkable appendages are sophisticated instruments of communication, broadcasting a rich tapestry of emotions and social signals. From the exuberant greetings of our canine companions to the subtle flicks of a feline's tail, each movement tells a story. For millennia, humans have coexisted with these creatures, yet the nuances of their expressions can remain an enigma. The tail serves as a prominent visual cue, a barometer of their inner world. Understanding its dialect allows us to bridge the communication gap, fostering a deeper connection with the animals who share our lives. It's a language of nuance where context is key, and the slightest variation can alter the meaning entirely. Join us as we embark on an illuminating journey to decipher these signals. We will explore the diverse ways in which dogs and cats utilize their tails, from declarations of joy to warnings of displeasure. By learning to read these signs, we enhance our understanding of our pets and enrich the bond we share with them. Prepare to unlock the secrets held within the elegant swish and the enthusiastic wag. The quintessential canine greeting, the classic wag. This rhythmic sweep side to side with the tail held at a mid-level is a universally recognized signal of a dog's amiable disposition. It is a visual handshake, an open invitation to engage. This motion speaks of contentment, a baseline of positive emotion. Observe the gentle arc and relaxed posture. These are hallmarks of a dog feeling secure and approachable. The energy behind this wag can vary, but the core message remains one of positive anticipation. It's the tail that says, "Hello there, I'm pleased to see you." This wag is the bedrock of many human-dog relationships, a constant affirmation of the bond they share. And when the entire back end joins the dance, you are in the presence of a very happy pup. This whole body wag signifies peak canine happiness, a pure expression of joy. Not all wags sing the same tune of unbridled joy. Consider the slow wag, a more deliberate movement, often with the tail held low or at a tentative mid-level. This signal speaks of uncertainty or caution. The dog displaying this behavior is likely assessing a situation or feeling insecure. The rhythm is less energetic, reflecting an internal state of reservation. When you observe this slow wag, afford your canine companion a moment of space and understanding. They may be encountering an unfamiliar person or environment. This is not necessarily a sign of fear, but an indication that the dog is not entirely comfortable. A calm demeanor and patient approach can help them feel more secure. Recognizing this signal allows us to respond with sensitivity, strengthening the trust they place in us. Now we venture into territory where the tail's message takes on a more serious tone. Observe the tail held high, almost vertically, often rigid, with a slight stiff wag. This posture signifies high alert, a clear warning signal. The elevation of the tail signifies confidence, but the rigidity betrays underlying tension. This is a dog communicating, "I am aware, I am on guard." The slight wag is often misunderstood as friendliness but is more akin to nervous energy. The entire body language will support this: a stiff stance, direct stare, and pricked ears. When faced with such a display, proceed with caution or create space to de-escalate the situation. Avoid direct eye contact and do not attempt to approach the dog. Understanding this warning can prevent unfortunate incidents and ensure safety. From assertive vigilance, we turn to a signal that speaks of the opposite, the tail tucked firmly between the legs. This is an unmistakable sign of fear, anxiety, or profound submission. When a dog adopts this posture, it is communicating its vulnerability. The tail almost disappears, pressed tightly against the underbelly. This posture is a poignant display of a dog's distress. It may be accompanied by cowering, trembling, or averting its gaze. The dog is signaling, "I am scared, I mean no harm." When you encounter a dog with its tail tucked, it is a call for empathy and gentle support. Comfort your pup, speak in soft tones, and remove them from the source of their fear. Understanding this tucked tail allows us to respond in a way that alleviates their anxiety. And now, we witness one of the most delightful displays, the helicopter tail. This is a full-throttle 360-degree rotation, a whirlwind of pure joy. When a dog's tail spins with such enthusiasm, it signifies being utterly overjoyed. This is the canine equivalent of a victory dance. This display is most commonly reserved for reunions with a beloved human. The dog's entire being seems to light up, and the tail launches into a circular frenzy. It is a greeting of profound affection and relief. The helicopter tail is more than just a wag, it's a celebration. It speaks of a heart so full that the joy overflows. Witnessing this joyful gyration is one of the great rewards of canine companionship. Shifting our gaze to the feline, we find an equally sophisticated language of the tail. When a cat approaches with its tail held straight up, often with a slight curl at the tip, this is a positive gesture. It is the feline equivalent of an open-armed greeting. This upright posture makes the cat appear taller and more visible. This is your cat saying, "Hello friend, I am pleased to see you." It's a sign that they feel secure in your presence. You might observe this when you return home or during a pleasant event. The slight curl at the tip adds warmth to the greeting. This upright tail carriage is a fundamental signal in the feline social lexicon. When your cat presents you with this salute, it is an invitation to engage. Observe a more subtle feline tail signal, the gentle twitching of just the tip of the tail. This is not a sign of broad emotional arousal but an indicator of focused attention. The cat is likely concentrating on something specific. This minute movement suggests a mind at work, processing information. If the cat is watching potential prey, the twitching tip can betray its predatory focus. However, if directed towards a human, it can be an early sign of growing irritation. It's a quiet murmur of, "I am aware of that and I'm considering my feelings about it." When you see this delicate dance, consider the context. If their gaze is fixed on you, this twitching tip might be a cue to proceed with caution. It is a nuanced signal, asking you to pay closer attention to their subtle cues. We now encounter a feline tail signal that demands immediate attention, the fast flicking or lashing of the tail. This is a clear indication of irritation, overstimulation, or burgeoning anger. When a cat's tail moves with rapid, forceful energy, it is broadcasting displeasure. The broader and more vigorous the lashing, the more agitated the cat is. This motion is a cat's way of saying, "I am not happy with this situation." It can be triggered by excessive petting, unwanted attention, or frustration. Ignoring this signal is unwise as it can lead to defensive actions. The tail acts as a barometer of their rising stress levels. When you observe this fast flicking, the prudent response is to give the cat space. Recognizing this sign of displeasure is crucial for maintaining a harmonious relationship. A curious feline tail behavior is the quiver, a rapid, almost vibrating movement of the upright tail. This signal can have distinct meanings depending on the context. One function is as a prelude to urine marking, a territorial declaration. However, if this quivering occurs without spraying, it signifies high excitement and affectionate anticipation. It's a burst of concentrated positive energy. You might see this when preparing their food or when they are happy to see you. In this context, the quivering tail is a charming expression of delight. The physical motion is similar, yet the intent can be different. When it's a greeting, it's often accompanied by purring and rubbing. Understanding this distinction allows us to interpret our cat's behavior more accurately. There's no more dramatic feline tail display than the puffed up or bottle brush tail. When a cat is frightened or feels threatened, the hairs along its spine and tail will stand on end. This causes the tail to appear larger, resembling a bottle brush. This transformation is an involuntary reflex, triggered by a surge of adrenaline. The cat is in a state of profound defensive alarm. Something has spooked them badly, be it a loud noise or an unexpected encounter. The puffed-up tail, often accompanied by an arched back and hissing, is a clear signal. "I am terrified." When you witness this, identify and remove the source of the cat's fear. Speak calmly and avoid sudden movements. Allow them space and time to calm down, ensuring their environment feels safe. Finally, let us consider a gentler feline tail posture, the tail wrapped around their body or another cat. This signal speaks of contentment, relaxation, and a sense of security. When a cat is resting with its tail tucked around its body, it conveys comfort. They are at ease, feeling safe in their surroundings. This wrapping motion can also be a gesture of affection and bonding. If a cat wraps its tail around another feline, it is an act of social connection. Similarly, if your cat winds its tail around your ankles, it is a demonstration of affection. The tail becomes an instrument of comfort and connection. It's a subtle gesture that communicates a feeling of safety and belonging. Whether self-soothing or showing affection, the wrapped tail paints a picture of a cat in a state of emotional equilibrium. So the next time your dog wags its tail with that joyful rhythm, or your cat gives a slow flick of its tail, you'll possess a deeper insight into their minds and hearts. Understanding this tail language is a pathway to building profound trust and strengthening the bond you share with your pet. These creatures speak to us constantly with a rich vocabulary of body language, and their tails are among the most eloquent. This journey into tail talk reveals the depth of emotion and communication in our animal companions. Each wag, twitch, and curl offers clues to their comfort, anxieties, joys, and warnings. By learning to read these signals, we become better caregivers and more attuned friends. The conversation is ongoing, and every observation brings us closer to a fuller appreciation of these remarkable beings. If you found this exploration into the secret lives of tails helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more insights into the world of pets, and share your stories in the comments below.